And welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to do a few kind of quirky and conceptual predictions. And it might sound boring to start out like this, but I would say for the winter, I've been covering it all year. I've said this year is going to be magical. I've said there's nothing to worry about. I've said, and it's not about me saying, it's about the Astros being. I'm just transmitting this data to you guys to share with you guys, and you guys share with me. I've said we have the best hitter on the planet. I do recommend a few other videos about watching about Jose Altuve's swing mechanics and seeing how he handles an inside pitch or an outside pitch and how he drives the other way. And so one thing I wanted to say is when he said he was looking for a pitch you can handle, it's way different the way we process hearing that and the way he processes saying that. So if you have a high fastball way out of the zone, nobody can handle that. Nobody. I'm talking like way out of the zone. So Jose Altuve has a way of saying things. And if you've ever paid attention to his humility, it's beyond comparison. He has quite the interesting personality. Anyway, I know I talk about him a lot, and it's not because it's the World Series. It's because I just love his game. And this whole era is just so exciting for me. Anyway, I really can't explain it right now, but when he says I was looking for a pitch off Chapman that I can handle, it has quite the different meaning than the way I've heard some people take it, which is fine. You can take it wrong all day long, no problem to me. And also, he regarded his Chapman as one of the best pitchers, which I totally agree. It's just what makes him different than other hitters is when you miss your mark, a lot of times he doesn't miss. And so that skill, it's not something I can do. I wish I could. Every time I watch him, I feel like a lot of us missed our calling to play, the greatest game. Did I play? Yes, I did play. But I just played, kind of like little league ball and stuff like that. And I was a late bloomer. So I wasn't really able to catch up. I was really, really, really a late bloomer on everything. I was so undersized. I went into high school at 4'11", and now I'm actually 5'11". But I went into high school at 4'11". I was just so undersized, so puny, so skinny, malnourished. Anyway, this is, like I said, in essence, this is about my subscribers that have stuck with me. And I have kind of this core group of subscribers that just sticks with me. And I really appreciate that, guys. I'm grateful. And sometimes, with the Yankees having their bad behavior, I didn't feel like preaching them a sermon or teaching them a lesson. I don't think it's our job to, fix everybody piece by piece. They're just Yankees fans. But spiritually, when you treat other people bad like that, it kind of saps your soul. And so it was disappointing for me to see. And in a human context, versus the baseball context. So when I saw a picture, I believe it was of Josh Reddick or somebody getting doused by beer, some Astros fans getting doused by beer, it was disappointing to me. And, I'm not sure if I'm going to be talking about stuff like this, but I don't know. It's our channel. It's my channel. And so sometimes I just want to reflect on some of those thoughts. And, I hope all of us grow up and become more mature people. And you know what? Man, sometimes I just hate the Yankees. Anyway, in contrast, I think unfortunately, they're going to hate us more than ever after us taking them out in 15, 17, and 19, and them just being totally satisfied with mediocrity. And next year, they're going to try to come up with a lot of solutions to play us. I think they're going to come up with some more pitching, and I really think they're going to try to pilfer Garrett Cole from us. And I think, they're going to try to make our team weaker and their team stronger. And that's what evil empires do. There's a lot of things I like about the Yankees. What they've done for the history of baseball, them having the most historical, greatest player ever. For me, there's some philosophical differences between Babe Ruth and Altuve. I'm not going to get into it right now because I just want everybody to enjoy the game. I can say this, that, the most important immortal of all time is Babe Ruth in pretty much any sport. If you look at the other sports, maybe like, I don't really pay much attention, but if you look at like NFL, Joe Montana is the closest thing to an immortal, and he's still alive. So it's different with the deep history of baseball. And if you guys want watch, also in my archives, in my channel, there's a video on Bob Feller of him throwing something like 100 miles per hour with literally the same form as Nolan Ryan back in 1936. And I thought it was super interesting. I thought about reprinting that video. Anyway, I've gone onto a rant and a tangent, which is okay with me. And people can choose to just tune out or stick with me, either way. But hey, it is game 1 of the World Series, and I am so stoked. I am so stoked. I think we're going to win. If you want my prediction, do your soul searching. Make it conceptual. We are the better team. All these analytics, when you look at the heart and soul of a champion, when you look at a player like Juan Soto, who's hitting lights out, and you compare him to Altuve, I'll bet on Altuve every time. I just think Altuve has got the heart and soul of a champion. If you take Anthony Rendon at third base, or if you take Alex Bregman at third base, I'll take Alex Bregman. Anthony Rendon is hitting lights out right now. He's on the hottest streak right now. But he hasn't always been like that. So, we'll see what he looks like when he comes up against elite pitching. But Anthony Rendon is lights out. All credit to him. And I believe he's from Richmond, Texas. So, hey, Houston boy, enjoy. That's the one player who might play good because he probably slept at his family's house. Lamar High School and all that. So anyway, shout out to Rendon, H-Town boy. And if you look at something like, let's say, second base, I'm actually a passenger in a car right now, so I'm not looking up all my stats, but that should be, I believe, Howie Kendrick, depending on the lineup. I believe is it Brian Dozier at second base? Anyway, I'll take Jose Altuve anytime. Trey Turner, shortstop. I'll take Correa anytime. Trey Turner, I know you're the second fastest man in baseball. So I totally get it. I totally get it. If you look at, Juan Soto left field, our left field Michael Brantley, I just think we match up. Our bullpen looks good. I think that, honestly, we know our bullpen. So I think the media has got it wrong, saying we have this fantastic bullpen. I don't think we have this fantastic bullpen. I think it's getting better at the right time, and that's it. So I think overall, good things are to come in this series. And so everybody relax. I'm going to relax. Have a nice cold drink, some iced tea, whatever. Enjoy the game. Be respectful to one another. And just know this. I think we're going to win tonight. And it's going to be a little bit different than the other series because We're not playing the second best team in baseball, Tampa Bay. Big shout out to them. We're not playing the biggest evil empire. We're not playing the Yankees this time. And one thing about the Dodgers and the Yankees were a bigger Goliath than the Dodgers by far, is that we in both series lost game one. So I really think that game one's ours tonight. We'll see. But if we lose, hey, once again, we lost game one against the Yankees and against the Dodgers. And I'm not sure that I've heard that being mentioned, but anyway, that's a very important point to know. So everybody relax, enjoy the game, and I will get back with you guys later.